So, why are we so traumatized after narcissistic abuse? What is it about narcissistic abuse that is so different from a run of the mill, regular old breakup? The short answer is because narcissistic abuse is literally the most incomprehensible mind fuck designed to destroy you. It is lethal. It is extremely dangerous, literally lethal, and preventing premature death, whether by suicide, any time, or by some autoimmune related disease like what I have, that comes on later on after the relationship has ended. And it depends on working hard and how hard you work at resolving that trauma as soon as humanly possible, and then recovering your mental and physical health shortly thereafter, and understanding the following about narcissistic personality disorder is a good start. So, what drives the malignancy within narcissists? The most terrifying thing about a narcissist evil is that in many instances, their damage is not accidental. More often than not, narcissists are who they are as a result of a traumatic and abusive childhood. And from the moment of this abuse or this incident or incidents onwards, narcissists convince themselves that they are victims, and understandably so, because at one point in time they truly were a victim of some type of abuse. Not all narcissists. Some narcissists were just overindulged as children, and rather than to turn this affliction into a force for good, like many empaths do, it becomes an irresistible drive for evil. And they are so consumed by the envy and jealousy at the wonderful traits, of the authentic traits of others that they possess in abundance, things such as self-confidence, kindness, compassion, empathy, happiness, positivity, optimism, and things like that. They are so intent on destroying other people's enjoyment of those things and of life in general. They are so jealous of others' positions in society and in social situations, and many other situations, that they will deliberately and maliciously set out to rob and deny their victims of those precise things. The early warning signs of this are constant rumination in the search for answers and solutions within the relationship you have, taking 100% of the responsibility of the situation and blame on yourself, not the narcissist, without for a second pointing the finger at the true culprit, the narcissist. Absent-mindedness and the reduced power of concentration due to cognitive dissonance, a loss of focus, and a sense of achievement and enjoyment of life, accomplishments, and other aspects of your life, including your career and your hobbies. There are threats to every relationship that you have. The ability that the narcissist has to upset, disturb, and destroy the victim's healthy relationships with friends, family, coworkers, and even their own children is mind-boggling. And narcissists, they will often bait and trap their victims into behavior that could be questionable and regrettable, and then the narcissist will take grains of truth and they will mix in hefty doses of lies in order to routinely paint the victim in a bad light. Achieving this is an important part of their narcissistic supply they need and seek post discard. So, early warning signs of this: your relationship with with said friends and family suddenly seems off, where it was fine before. They lack the warmth and this and sense of fun towards you. You feel that they're holding something back from you. They have misgivings, and they are very wary of you. People are suddenly avoiding you. Rather than crossing a street to greet you, they are ducking away from you to avoid crossing paths with you. You will be excluded from parties and social gatherings. You will be left out of the loop with news that you would have expected to be privy to. Your friends will lose contact with you. No phone calls. They're busy when you suggest meeting up. There is less interaction with your social media posts. You sense that these people, that this is happening, and that you sense that parties are happening, but you are not invited. Watch your wealth. Watch your money. Narcissists have the most extraordinary sense of entitlement. What is yours is theirs, and what is theirs is theirs. And of course, they resent you for what is yours and want as much of it as they can get their grubby, filthy paws on. And if you come from a wealthy family, there's a sense that they deserve a good chunk of that wealth and action too. So the early warning signs of this are: shared bank accounts are a one-way street. You bear the lion's share of putting funds in the bank account, and they delight in doing all the work when it comes to spending. Your wealth is deemed to be joint, but they are private and protective about their own. There is a mismatch in assets and liabilities. Your name is in the frame for debts, whilst assets are registered only in the narcissist name. They don't pull their weight in shouldering their fair share of domestic bills, from the mortgage to rent, loans, and the weekly food bill, and one-off extras. So we have eradicating your self-identity, and this one is huge. Probably one of the biggest issues within narcissistic abuse, and despite the narcissist's apparent charm and confidence and charisma, narcissists hate themselves deeply. So the fact that you are happy in your own skin and are confident and self-assured, it grates them. It actually acts as a daily reminder of their own inadequacies, and it acts as an uncomfortable feeling that must be dealt with. And as they do all that they can do to boost their own fragile self-esteem, expect the parasitic relationship that you are in to drain you slowly of all of your self-esteem and all of your self-worth. And it is why they are referred to as emotional vampires. And early warning signs of this are constant little jabs and criticisms disguised as jokes, what is known as negging, a complete absence of gratitude and support, scorn of your interests and hobbies, double bookings, timed so that you have to give up your own social engagements, pastimes, and sports and things like that. So ultimately, the narcissist will seek to destroy and dismantle each and every aspect of the victim's self-identity and their. The narcissist poses an incredible threat to your sanity. The narcissist will abuse their victim with a very subtle blend of psychological abuse that includes a lot of gaslighting, designed to deliberately distort their victim's sense of reality. So they're questioning their sanity. It is so convincing, so subtle, and so inhumanly Machiavellian that their victims start believing that they are going crazy, that they are truly losing their minds. Moreover, the manipulation of third parties to triangulate the victim, and the duplicity of the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde personality, whereby no bystanders could possibly ever even question the virtue and wonderful qualities of this narcissist. And it is easy to see how the victim soon becomes extremely isolated in their bewilderment.